I saw Tom Aspinall post a story on Instagram yesterday, and it was with Dana White at the UFC 297 post-fight press conference, and that Filipino-Canadian reporter that also tried to get under Sean Strickland's skin by baiting him with that gay-lesbian question. That same one was trying to get under Dana White's skin and talk about, oh, you give your fighters a long leash and stuff like this. So it was one of those clips that Tom Aspinall posted, and I was like, cool. Tom Aspinall is trying to show that he's pro-free speech. But then I realized that it might be the opposite. Something about the way it was edited made me think that he was anti-free speech, because it cut out a place where the reporter was like, doesn't this promote gay or anti-gay or anti-lesbian rhetoric or something? And then the clip cut. So I'm like, oh, maybe he's trying to say that he's anti-free speech. So I wasn't sure. But today I saw an interview with Tom Aspinall and some people that were interviewing him. And like they asked him, do you think fighters that trash talk should be penalized? For example, Colby Covington with Leon Edwards, when it goes that far, do you think they should be penalized? And Tom Aspinall is like, oh man, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. You should never talk about those things. And so at first I thought he was just trying to say that Colby Covington's corny because he's like, oh, I think that type of stuff is corny. But then I think he did also say that they should be penalized. He's like, yeah, something should be done about it. Should be done about it. And I'm like, damn. So if you're pro-free speech, keep an eye on Tom Aspinall. He's there to tread on your rights. Another thing I'd like to say is, who's next for Dricus du Plessis? You know, I thought Sean Strickland won that fight, and I know a lot of people want the rematch, but I wouldn't mind. I would actually prefer Dricus versus Izzy or Dricus versus Hamza. But if it's Dricus versus Izzy, would it be at UFC 300 or in Africa? If it's at 300, then it kind of ruins the Africa card. And Dana White said, yeah, we definitely want to do Dricus in Africa. So I think it will be a missed opportunity if they do it at 300 instead of Africa. And if they do it in Africa, then what other fights will they announce for UFC 300? And if they do Dricus versus Hamza, what will they do with Izzy? And if they don't do Dricus versus Hamza, what will they do with Hamza? Who's Hamza going to fight next? Maybe Jared Cannonier? Who knows? I know they were looking to do that, but then Cannonier got injured. Like and subscribe.